Hey everybody, so I got a new dash cam that was sent over to me from VIOFO. I've done a few cams from them, and this one is the tiny 2K one, and it's the VS1. It's got the Sony STARVIS 2 sensor in here, and it really is tiny. It also does come with a small micro SD card. This one did have a 32 gigabyte that did come with it, and I think this one supports up to 256. I'll double check that and I'll put it on a screen of if it was correct or not. But anyway, let me show you everything in the box. I'll install it. And, well, not a whole lot to install with this one. Okay, so like I said, the camera is pretty small. Look at that. It does rotate up and down, so you can adjust it. Then we have a button on the back. It's going to control turning it on, setting up the Wi-Fi, and you'll use the app to do all the connections or settings with it. You got a mic button here. This also is supposed to have voice commands. I will play with that and figure that out. Inside the box, you do get a USB cord for data transmission that you can use on the computer. There is a pry tool that you can use to install the cords. It does come with a SD card adapter as well, and it does come with a 12-volt plug, dual outlet, with a nice long Type-C cord to power it. All right, so I am back after a couple of weeks of using this dash cam. I did some traveling, and that sun is awfully bright. Anyway, I got different bits of footage to share. I've been driving around for a couple of weeks, of course, and I had to take a trip. So I got a little bit of footage on there. Now, this does come off really easily. Before I do that, I want to point out that this does have voice controls. And I'm not going to go over all of them, but you can learn how to do different voice actions with it. So take photo, and then it will take a photo. Then you can also do actions for like starting recording and stopping the recording. And I don't remember all of them by heart right off the top of my head, but there are several different ones that you can get out of the manual and you can control it. Now, I don't normally do it. I did a few of the photo ones actually when I was traveling over like the passes that were really pretty. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going to take this in to finish the video because it's so bright out here. But you can see that it's so easy to take off just by sliding it right off the mount right onto the windshield. And you can, it runs on a Type-C, so you can actually plug this in with any Type-C cord, as long as it has, I believe it's 2 amps. All right, so I'll go ahead and get this plugged in so we can get it booting up. Now, there are a couple different ways that you can pull the files off of this. And of course, the first way is that you could use the Wi-Fi on your phone, use the app, and you can pull it out with that. And the other option would be that you could take the mini SD card out, put that in your computer, or you can plug this into a computer with a USB cord, and you can pull it up on the computer and get your files off as well. Now, I know some people prefer to use the app, and normally I would just pull the SD cards out. That's what I did when I was traveling as well with it. I was pulling the SD card out and just pulling everything off. Now that we have everything booted up, though, I can go ahead and show you a little bit of the app and show you how that works, and also show you how to connect to it. Also, like I mentioned, those voice commands, take photo, and it will easily snap a photo for you. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you how the app works and how to get the files off of there. I'm going to use a screen recording. That way I can show you everything that is on the phone. All right, so now that's recording. Now, what you want to do is you're going to go to your Wi-Fi, and you're going to need to connect to the Wi-Fi of this. It's going to be the VIOFO VS1, or it's going to be whatever model that you have of the VIOFO. You're going to hear it is connected. Now, there was an issue with pulling up the live feed right here on the phone, but I had a follower teach me how to fix that. If you turn off your mobile data as well, it will show up. You can still connect to the app. It's just not going to do a live feed. So if we do, all right, so go ahead and connect to your camera. You're going to connect to it using the Wi-Fi that's on the dash cam. And with it connected like that, with your mobile off, it will then give you a live feed. So we can look at me here. Hi. There is a little bit of a delay between the phone live feed and the dash camera. But you can do the live feed doing it that way. Now, if this had another camera, so the other VIOFO, you could use multiple VIOFO dash cams with the same software. But if you got a model that's got a rear camera, then you could do that switch camera and you could go between them. Now, if we go into the settings, you'll be able to find your video resolution, and you can change that. This one, you're going to see that you can do 2K or you can do 1080p. Of course, the 10K or the 2K is going to take up a little bit more data. You can also adjust your exposure, so it's a little dark. You can always brighten it up. And you also have HDR, which is on automatically. You do have G sensor. You also have the option to have your date stamp. You can change your bit rate. You can also do a low or a high bit rate. That will use up more data as well. You can also do time lapse recording. You can set your time zone. You can do your dates. You can also do time synchronization. You also do have the option to turn the voice command on and off. And you can also go in there and it will show you all the commands right there. So you can take the photo, video start, turn on audio, turn off audio, lock the video, turn on and off the Wi-Fi. Those are the voice commands. And then other cameras, some of them do have other voice commands as well. Like I do have another VIOFO that has a screen, and you can turn the screen on and off, and you can do a couple other things that doesn't show on there. You also have the option that you could do your GPS info stamp. So you can either do speed plus the coordinates, the speed, or just the coordinates, however you prefer to do on that one. You can also change between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. And of course, you can rename the Wi-Fi network, and you can change the password. Also, the default password is normally 1 through 8 for all of these cameras. And then, you, of course, like I said, you can change it. Now you can go in and you can see the files that are on the dash cam. Like I mentioned, you can download them straight onto your phone. So you could be in the car, you need to get that footage right now. You can connect to it just like this. You can go in there. You'll be able to see the lock, the parking, and the photos. So if we were to go to the photos, all those manual photos that I did, we can go in there and we get those. And you'll see a photo when I mentioned it at the truck, and then another one when I just did it a few minutes ago. And of course, all your locked videos are going to go into the locked folder, and you'll be able to pull them up right there. You can scroll through here and you can choose a random video that you would like to watch or you would like to download. And it actually catches the audio pretty decently as well. And then you can just press that download button and it will start downloading. It's not going to download super fast. It's going to take a couple minutes to download these files. As you can see, this one's 142 megs. Now, if you were to transfer this over to your computer, you could probably transfer it just a little bit quicker. I did all my files at once and just came back to them because it will take a little bit. But as you can tell, they're about 150 megs per video. Now, I think I chose 1 minute loops. So if you do the longer minute loops, of course, the video files are going to be a bit larger. And the loop recording will go all the way up to 10 minutes. But you can also go in there and you can alter you can turn off that logo image, and you can also alter and where it showed that VS1 at the bottom, I changed it and put Jake Reviews in. So that is an option that you can do. You can always change and add some custom text. I didn't look to see what the maximum, but you can see on the recording, there isn't really a lot of room for that. But if we go ahead and we stop that recording, we'll be able to go and pick up that video. All right, so if we play back the video now, it's not going to have the logo up there on that left corner, and it's not going to say VS1 on the bottom. It now says Jake Reviews. So that is an option. If you don't like the logo, you can turn that on and off, and you could also change that bottom, the custom text there. Anyway, that's my quick review on the VIOFO VS1. I think it's a pretty good dash camera, especially for the size of it. It's really small, doesn't take up much room. It has decent picture, and I was able to get some pretty good footage out of it. And I didn't have any issues getting it connected. Just use my tips on getting it connected to your phone if you want to pull them off that way. But anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.